Hello there everybody, and welcome back to the beautiful, beautiful town of Manorlords. That's not what this place is called. Unfortunately, this place is called Loserville. Yeah, that's where we are these days. It's been a real treat playing this game with you, and I've been really enjoying all the comments and feedback. This series is slowing down, the algorithm doesn't like it, but you know what? Screw the algorithm, it doesn't even know what it wants anyway, does it? We're going to be continuing our journey into the region of Skalitz. Maybe we should do a Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough on this channel at some point. We got Bannerlords, we got Manorlords, we might as well have Henry Lords at some point as well. Let's go ahead and link up all of that. Perfect. And I have had an epiphany, an absolutely incredible epiphany. It's not just that we managed to claim this region last time and that we can now use it. It's that this region came with a functional windmill and granary, just right off the bat. We've also got enough cash to put down a far more elaborate settlers camp. How cool is this? So I can go ahead and set this down. Where do I want to settle? It depends where the farmland is, right? Okay, it turns out the farmland's everywhere. This is the only bit of land that isn't great for farming, so I guess we settle up here for starters, and then we farm all of this. Literally all of it. Yeah, that looks like it's going to work for me. Okay, give me the settlers camp over here. And we can start with an average settlement. So we get 20 tools, 40 stone, 40 firewood, 40 bread, right? Seems pretty good to me. And we go ahead and click start. I probably should have waited until after the rains, but oh well. We're going to now unpause the game. We should have 5 families in this region. There we go. And what do we do now? We start building, I suppose. We start building. So I would want to have one of these ASAP. We're going to want to clear logs in this region here, probably. We're going to need a firewood cutter, as always. We're going to need a saw pit, again, as always. We're going to want a forester later. That can wait, though. Let's go ahead and draw some paths leading back into the village. Food sources over here will comprise of the standard stuff. We're going to put down a hunter's camp to get started with. And then, of course, the good old forager's hut as well. Get some of them berries. Man, having this extra timber to start with is pretty cool. Wish we had more families to start with, but you know what? C'est la vie. Don't seem to be able to click on said windmills, which is a bit of a strange one. Maybe we got to reload the save or something? I don't know. Maybe it takes a bit of time before they're unlocked for refurbishing. Either way, we did note that this area here is the best for not farming. Is there, like, maybe different fertility there? Well, it's all great everywhere, really. So we should put down our first burgage plots on this side of the world. Let's draw a snaky road connecting up with the King's Road over there. And then I think I want to draw one connecting up with the main settlement line as well. This is how we're going to be trading with our other village. In fact, we can actually just connect up to here now, because we own both of these. Beautiful. I'd also like to move the hitching post more over this way, I think. And yes, indeed, a quick save and load has allowed us to rebuild these things. So we can go ahead and unpause the pause, and we will have a large granary available to us. In fact, you know what? Let's hike the priority on that. I don't want my supplies getting rained on and destroyed. Wild animals have migrated. Which ones? Oh, those ones just move slightly further back. You know what? That's fine with me. Large granary has been built. Excellent. Let's go ahead and assign a family there. Just get the bread moved inside. Hey, and are we getting a free windmill too? Don't mind if I do. Nice. How lovely. Family's hungry. Well, not for long. They got 39 bread. They should be fine. We should also probably then put down a mark. Oh, you know what? Start off with this. We are going to want a well. Put a well over there. Put a well over here. And I guess we just don't... I really do want to build in this area, but it's looking less and less likely it's going to happen. Yeah, maybe we don't stress it so much. Maybe we just put down 5 very large burgage plots right over here. Let's put down 3 very large plots right over there. That's going to be our first set of veggies. And then I think we'll do the same thing on the other side of the road. I am cautious about cutting down all my trees without any reason. Okay, first 5 houses are down. So now we'll just wait for this town to go ahead and put itself together. Lovely, look at that. We've now got 5 burgeoning little farms. So what we're going to be doing is, before we can actually put the regional wealth upgrade down, that one's still being built, sorry. Before we can actually put that down, we should probably set up a trading post, because you do need a little bit of regional wealth to get started. I don't know if this amount is going to reset now, so let's find out. Trading post, we're going to stick you, honestly, right on the King's Road. Seems like a very good place to put it. Right over here, it fits so snugly. Be silly not to. By the way, how are things going down in this part of town? Fine. We are actually increasing in food. The variety's average, but honestly, I mean, there's not too much to change. We can probably just destroy this farmhouse to remove that notification. We won't need it. We will be wanting to, you know, sort of cycle resources in and around here. Other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. Oh, look at that. And that trading post is going up. So we're now going to want to put down our first market for this area as well. Do you know what? I think a nice central location here works well. Let's do a bit of a A/B testing, right? This can be the one that has a central market. The other one will have distributed markets, and we'll see which works better. Okay, with a trading post established, we're going to want to trade. We will probably just trade raw wheat from here out to that one. Oh, you know what? We can go ahead and do all the threshing on this side as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and establish a trade route for grain. We can go ahead and do full trade. And we're going to not allow foreign trade. We're going to only allow local trade. I want to keep a surplus of... You know what? It would actually be better with this. Can we just do, like... Do I have... This is only for free merchants. Okay, you only have to spend... So we can trade between our cities, no problem. How interesting. So we can rather do that for flour. We can export the flour over there. And then... so we'll keep, like, 50 flour in this town. And we can just send the flour over there to be baked into bread. Fantastic. Which means that we're going to want to get started on a lot of this sort of stuff early as well. So while we've got all this free labor, let's go ahead and put down a farming camp. And where do I want to start my first farms? I think we're going to be farming up here. I think that's definitely the play. You know what? Let's be smart about this. Let's put the first farm like this. And we'll put it right in the center. On this side. And then also, we're going to want a storehouse for this village, because we don't have one yet. And then add a second home to each of these burgage plots. Oh, we're now at the point where our stocks are being damaged by the weather, which means we need another person on the granary. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're still fine. Can I build a manor over here as well? I think I can. That'd be crazy. I guess you have to do the tax office, right? Bandit camp right over there. I think we're going to call up our standard spear militia and just get them to take care of those quickly. Alright, spearmen engaging the brigands. Let's go ahead and pull them into stand your ground. Let the brigands come in, and we're going to just speed through this. We've seen these fights so many times. Look at them wiggle. Incredible enthusiasm. That dude at the back just being like, "You got this, boys! By yourselves, though. Definitely do not have this with me. Sorry." You know what? Feed the treasury a little more. I could always use a little bit more gold. Okay, so growth has not yet stagnated here, surprisingly. We've still got a little bit of room, but we do have 6 families currently doing a whole lot of nothing. And we got 2 farms unavailable. Alright, but yeah, food has stabilized. We are now a vegetable-based society. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're trying to attract some more families to move into this area. Once we pull that off, we are going to be a lot happier. And it looks like we are continuing to lose veggies here, just by virtue of the fact that our granary workers are a little bit overloaded. You know, we got all those extra people. Let's get them all working on that granary. And I'll let them set up market stalls in other areas as well. And then I think it's time for our next major upgrade here, which is going to be a cobbler's workshop. Let's start turning some of that leather into shoes, which people will use to improve their their clothing stall supply. We also got 414 planks here, which is pretty incredible, which means we might just be able to put up some walls. Let's start off with the garrison tower. This is a structure that allows us to increase the size of our retinue, which is something else I'd like to do. I'm thinking we put him right over here. Maybe right... Ooh, maybe right here. Yeah, next to the shrine. And you place a road. And just commit. We could place the road separately. Oh, well, okay, see, it just joins the manor. Awesome. Do it. Let's get that built first. Hey, and the cobbler's shop is up and running. Super awesome. So, can we now make gambeson? Is that something we can do? I think we can just make gambeson at this point. What do we need to make gambeson? That's done at a tailor's workshop. I mean, you know what? Send it down Main Street. Let's see what we need. I do wish there was a way to say, like, hey, private workers, please make helmets until I've hit a certain threshold. Because right now they just kind of make them, as long as you've got iron slabs there. And I think it's time to push this thing up to a deep mine. Okay, the number of troopers over here has grown tremendously. Let's go ahead and put down a... there we go, a tannery, so that we can get clothing supplied here. I want to get these guys up to level 2, so we can start generating some regional wealth. I think we'll put the tannery just there. That looks good. We can draw a nice line till that point. Hey, and the manor construction has finished, which means we now have, yes indeed, the tower. Oh yeah, the Tower of Power. Alright, let's continue the castle planning. I want to put up some walls. And I'm feeling like step 1 is moving this thing. The woodcutter's lodge needs to go somewhere else. Kind of want to stop cutting down this, and maybe we move the woodcutters down here, start working on this forest a little bit more. We can reforest up there. Probably do want to get some foresters going. Yeah, you know what? Put that right over there. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I think we want a gatehouse right there. We're going to build our castle like this. Just to start with. Yeah, just like a little fortification. Just for ourselves. Alright, it's going to be 67 planks, 18 timber, and 10 stone. Commit. And then we'll add towers to it afterwards. Apparently we have to build the large tower again. Love that for me. Alright, we've got some extra families available here, which means that we can start planning out all this. And this is definitely going to take the heavy plow in this region. We need to make some money before we can do anything, though. So let's go ahead and start selling something. Maybe I was a little bit too quick on the regional wealth spending, because we got to make some money, I'm realizing, so we can buy more oxen. We will need more oxen. We don't need more oxen, but it'd be nice to have more oxen. We can go ahead and push that up to stable 2 anyway. In the meantime. And with a couple extra planks, we can put down our church. And I'm thinking church it up right over there. Hey, that's pretty cool. Looks a bit like a... I kind of like the way that... I don't know why we've got a little bridge forming over there, but we do. It's gonna break some ankles as people try to walk over, though. That's pretty funny. And you know what? While we're here, go ahead and push that up to a large storehouse, too. We'll need it at some point. Another bandit camp, huh? They just do not leave me alone. Oh, but look at this. Our castle is slowly developing. Very cool. I don't believe at this point we can go anything further than a picket fence. You know, but it's a start, right? It's a start. Okay, gents, go ahead and reconvene, face the enemy, gather your stamina, and prepare to receive borders. Oops, I did not mean to right-click there, and we are now fast-forwarding through the battle. I was getting set up for a bit more of a cinematic fight, but yes, Mother Nature had different plans. Alright, straight up, give me that in the treasury, and oh, I'm stupid, I should have given it to this town. Ah, that's dumb with me. Could have ordered a second oxen. Okay, well, hey, that's the price you pay for greed. Okay, these guys are in friendly turf, which means I should be able to just disband them. Oh, no, it has to be the home region. I see. And disband you. How are we doing in Loserville? Loserville is currently sitting at 220 vegetables, 91 bread. So we're maintaining a sort of... We are maintaining the food variety we need. I believe we've probably stagnated on growth. No, somehow not. Somehow we are still bringing people in. This is incredible to me. I don't know how we're managing that. I mean, I'm not complaining. I just don't know how we're managing that. We got the cobbler's shop. We got the tailor's shop. Tailor's shop here is making gambeson. Gambeson requires 2 linens. We'll make 1 gambeson. We do not yet purchase linen, but we can farm flax over here and then send it over there to be weaved. To be woven, even. Oh, did our castle get built? Sorry, we're all over the place with the time lapses today. It's a little hard to split my time between 2 different regions. I don't think I was too quick on the trigger there. I think it's okay. We can see this at least get finished up, which would be cool. There appear to be some rather major gaps in the defenses, though, I will say. Hey, there we go. Very, very nice. So now if I wanted to add... Okay, so it looks like it's going to try and rebuild this tower every single time, which is really not what I wanted to go for. I was going to add some outer towers, but I think that's then going to make us build stuff again, which isn't really what I'm hoping for here. We've also made this a deep mine, I see. Yes, it does indeed now go underground. Fantastic. So this is just infinite ore for as long as we may live. Does that reduce this number? It does still reduce that number. But I believe the deep mine means that it is infinite ore. I don't think that we are going to run out anymore. We can now build a tavern, though. And this space right here is a pretty good spot for it. But I think instead we will stick this next to the church. And we're going to want some malt houses. And we're going to want some barley. Okay, which makes me want to build a couple of long houses here. Really, that's interesting. Okay, I can't build the house against the wall. Make that make sense. Oh, we had something there. It even has a little bit of extra space for an extra family. I wouldn't say no. Perhaps it's time to expand our retinue as well. I think we're long overdue for a few more names in the game. Okay. So, we had Dr. Wand, Malroman, Shadow Assassin, Juan Solo, Stick Monkey, Aurelio, and Omega in the previous one. Let's go ahead and increase that number. We can now have up to 24 retainers, so let's do that. Money well spent. And an achievement. Very cool. Okay, time to add some names. There was a specific request to have Crayon Eater in the game, and this guy looks like he chows down on the green ones. That must be his favorite. Lawrence is now Crevexius, which is absolutely a fitting name for this particular game. Then there's Bo Plays TV, Benjamin Merriweather, Old Man Tater, Spion 007, Low Set Sun, 72 100 1000, betrayed his former lord, huh? It was me. Ashton Gar, Brandon Cataray, Absolute Industries, I'm not sure what, but Absolute Industries, Ethan Heinrich, who, by the way, has bankrolled this series quite directly. Thank you very much for that super thanks. Perloth over here. Nasegi What Human, right? Who, if the channel lore serves me correctly, was named by Magic during the subathon in November last year. rNoob90. Wonder what happened to the 89 ones before it. Alex S., who performed the rather enviable feat of actually watching every single Tarkov livestream back-to-back without missing a single one. And Mark Keel, who rather dual-handedly funded said Tarkov streams. Thank you very much, Mark. Very cool. And there we go. That's our new retinue. 24 out of 24 people filling up Loserville. We can, of course, give them some upgrades, too. Oh, now we are gaming. Perfect. And I'll just leave a little bit of cash in the register, just in case. But 24 retinue? Oh, baby. Those bandits are dead. Okay, this community has now grown to a fairly whopping 5 surplus families. Make that 4 surplus families, which is certainly nothing to scoff at. We do need to do some basic assigning here. I believe we are now stuck on burgage plots, so let's go ahead and add some standard rack ones, as it were. And I think we'll do it just like that. That should have enough space for everyone. You know, we could just draw the line slightly shorter and then have everybody in the right size for what we're trying to do here. Like that. Okay, there we go. We've added an entire row of burgage plots to this town, which means that we are now going to have some pretty significant growth. And with March coming in hot, we are going to be ready, I hope anyway, for the coming sowing season. Let's go ahead and push that up to very high priority. Once these people are built, I don't think there's a tremendous amount we need to do. I really don't need any more planks, so we can probably take a family off the saw pit. That'll also mean that the oxen's time is not sort of forced over there, which would be nice. Instead, I'd much rather that people spend time working on everything else we've got going on here. Where are said bandits, by the way? Are they hiding behind one of these deposits? They do that sometimes. There are allegedly bandits on this map, but I cannot see them for the life of me. Can we talk to this guy? Oh, we can. Another dog has crawled in here. Yeah. Send him the diss track. Let's see how that turns out. And excellent. We are able to push some of these houses up to Burgage Plot level 2, which means that once people move in there, we will have access to significantly more money coming into the region. And by significantly more, I mean like 2 pesos, but whatever. Alright, but it is time to start plowing. I want to get this stuff set up, so let's go ahead and plan out our fields. And I think we're going to start on this side here. Okay, lovely. There we go. We've got a huge spread of fields. Now to do the incredibly arduous task of setting up the crop rotation. Man, a copy-paste function here would be just phenomenal. Okay, fantastic crop rotation set up. Man, what an arduous process that is. That is something I'd love to see rehandled. But we've got basically every year so they're basically in 3 sections. There's this segment here, which is this half. There's this bit, and then there's this bit. And each year they'll cycle between which one lies fallow and which one produces a variety of crops. We've got flax, barley, and wheat being produced each year in roughly the same ratios. We might have to tweak things as we go, just because I'm not 100% sure if I've got everything set up just right just yet. Out of interest, has the fertility returned yet? It has a little bit. It actually has a little bit. Very nice. Deep mine is still producing just as we'd like to see. Large storehouse is working just great. Bloomery is chugging along, no problem. Awesome. And Waldbrand has gone ahead and increased in its settlement level. Very cool. 13 tools stolen. I still don't actually know what tools do, so let's not stress about it too much. In Banish, they improve your work speed, so I imagine it's something similar here, but it's never explicitly stated, and so I'm not going to bother with it. Okay, so I want to say we can see a livestock workers. These are people who are dedicated to working on livestock. Let's see what happens there. So where is that cow? Ah, there he is. And yes, indeed, we are plowing this field rather successfully too. It'll take a while for them to work through all of these. It's going to take a long time actually for them to plow fully. In fact, it'll probably take a couple years, but that's okay. Yeah, and these seem to be plowing way better than I was seeing before. Look at that, 340 food now. Yeah, we're doing fine. I'd love for you to become a Fletcher. And then we're going to need some brewers, too. Alright, before we wind down here, let's go ahead and add a couple more hitching posts. I know I'm going to want a bunch of oxen. I mean, we're going to need 2 per farm at minimum, and we're probably going to want more farms. So let's add a couple more hitching posts over here. These will ultimately improve our odds of survival out here significantly. This now has its hitching post installed as well, which is so cool. How much free space do we have at present? Not a huge amount. Okay, I'm guessing all burgage plots are occupied. Okay. What we can do then is push these guys up a little bit further. We're now at 13 bucks. Every house we upgrade is a house that will eventually start paying its dues and therefore give us access to more people. And more oxen, more importantly. Hey, look at that. And we've got enough cash to order another ox. Perfect. The snowball begins. And the banditos arrive. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off this episode the way it was intended, with the retainers. Please don't sprint. You are very heavy, apparently. And Valbrand has reached Large Village, too. What are we at? We must be at Small Town by now, right? Over in Loserville? No, Small Town, we need 3 burgage plots of level 3 or higher. Okay. We'll get there soon. We just need the food variety. And once we've got the food sorted, then we can start spending a bit of cash to get that happening. Alright, let's go roll some dang bandits. Oh, they don't stand a damn chance. Oh, we're flying the banner! House of the Snail rides again. Alright, bring it on, nerds. You're no match for the channel members. One dude on the left just slowly backing away from the fight. Like, yeah, boys, you got this. Don't you worry. I believe in you. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Well, no accounting for friends, huh? Bye-bye. Ah, we happy few. We band of brothers. Look at them all. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Inexplicably, we somehow... Oh, we lost no one. We lost... I don't know how we would have lost someone there, but we didn't. We did not lose anyone. Fantastic. Okay, let's send them home and then figure out what's next on the agenda. Hey, and our Fletcher's shop is functional. Incredible. So now we can start creating bows and hiring archers. Oh, another bandit camp rocked up. You know what? We'll deal with them next time. I'm not too worried about all that. We've got an army of retainers now. We're going to be okay. Our teeth are going to be so straight for so long. But with that, thank you all so much for watching today. As the winter winds fall down upon our little paradise, we are doing very, very well. And as the camera pans over the horizon, you can see just how big the scale of this game can get at the ground level. From the top there, doesn't look all that impressive, but down here, man, those are some rolling fields. And this will be the footprint of our empire. We are going to expand outwards and really start to farm up a whole bunch of food. We're going to use that food to grow the first village, the primary settlement, this one over here. And once we've got this thing up to a large town, we can officially claim victory. I would have loved to have seen a bit more AI activity. I'd love to have seen some larger raids, but hey, who knows? Maybe those are still on the way. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Thank you all so much for watching today. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I'd love to see your suggestions for what we should be doing next in this series. And as always, Magic and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. You made it to the end of the video. Congratulations and thank you. That puts you in the top 3% of viewers. Here's another video that YouTube thinks you're going to like, and here is a list of all the patron and channel member names. If you don't see yours on there, you can find a link down in the description where you can sign up and support this content directly. If your name is on there, well, you probably already know that, huh? So, what are you still doing here?